Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get started now that it's a little bit after 1 o'clock. Thank you all for being here. It's wonderful to see people from so many different schools and departments across NYU here to celebrate meta research for our inaugural, so hopefully many more to come, event for meta research at NYU. My name is Liz Stevens. I am one of the directors of the Meta Research Collaborative. And before I begin, I wanted to extend a big thank you to our CTSI, their staff, as well as the director of CTSI, Dr. Miriam Bradella, whose enthusiasm and hard work helped make this actually happen. So thank you. It happened very quickly, and so we're grateful for all of that support. So I think that a question a lot of people have now that they're here is, what is actually meta research? I think that there are a lot of people who have heard the word and have a vague idea but aren't really sure, and I think that is very common and for good reason. But I guess to begin with and to clear the air, I do want to say we are not affiliated with Meta platforms. That is not the Meta. And if anything, we had the Meta first. Meta research, meta science existed long before Meta platforms. So just so that you're clear. Meta research, to be very brief, is research on itself, research on research. It goes by many different names that have come out of a lot of different disciplines that all have a general idea to be reflective upon research itself and confirm of what are the best ways that we could be doing research. How do we design our studies and report our findings? How do we bring about the next generation of researchers and make sure that we're promoting the correct things? You've probably heard meta science, philosophy of science, research on research. You've probably heard about our rigor and reproducibility crisis that is being faced by science. And all of those get at the term of meta research. And each one has its own nuances based on the department or the field that it arose from. But in general, it's all looking at research practices and how do we promote them. And so this is something that has been newly defined and brought together into a discipline called meta research or meta science. However, is definitely not a new concept. And if you are someone who has ever done a peer-reviewed journal, did a reporting guidelines online, those are all products of meta research. And meta research, to try to bring it together into more concrete themes, has been proposed to be under these areas. So we have the methods. So the question is, how is research performed? Reporting, how is research communicated? Replicability and reproducibility, so how do we ensure that a research can be verified and replicated? Evaluation, how are we estimating the value of research? Incentives, how are we supporting our researchers and research itself? As well as organization of how do we group different research together, as well as how do we promote collaboration cross disciplines. So there are meta researchers everywhere. If you look around, I'm sure that you'll see some here in this audience. And I came to this realization. I haven't said it yet, but Dr. An, who you'll hear from later today, I attended one of his talks in which he was talking about the work that he does. And I was like, oh, that is meta research. And then it seemed that everywhere I went, everyone was doing meta research. They just didn't call themselves that. And so that was part of the inspiration for creating the Meta Research Collaborative and having this event here today, is really to bring everyone together so that people can leave here saying, yes, I am a meta researcher, and wear that label proudly. And so meta research at NYU has really been being performed across roles. We have our investigator-led studies, like myself, that I have been successful of being able to look at research consortia and how they are promoted. We have some of our staff-led initiatives where we have our research coordinators who have formed a group of how to better share information and better coordinate their studies. And also have our operational initiatives that are working in the background that often don't get pronounced as being research themselves, but all of our operations research groups that they are promoting, like, how do we get more grants? How do we support our researchers? Our IRB is constantly evaluating how they do their work. So how can we protect human subjects without preventing cutting edge research? And I myself have been in our information technology department at NYU Langone, where we've been actually restructuring our organization to create a new department that can bridge academic and operational digital health research so that informatics can continue to move forward and not be hindered by the silos that can be developed between academia and operational work. And going forward after this event, we are hoping that people will be able to recognize meta research and know it when they see it, and it's very broad of what it will be, and that we will have people from all different disciplines and looking at very different topics and coming up with ideas of how they can improve their own research practices, as well as move on and do more peer-reviewed level publications and that sort of thing. But some of it is more on those day-to-day consolidating that we know that meta research is a thing, it's important, and it will drive us forward. As an institution, we are working on developing a roadmap of how we can better support our meta researchers here within the NYU community, as well as build up our presence in the community more broadly. And also, we most importantly want to connect people across their different disciplines so that we can share our knowledge and skills and improve the research practices that we do here at NYU and more broadly.